All right, make your next move smooth, short, and sweet. Here's how you can cut the stress and enjoy your new home. Instead is Helen. She is with Organized by Helen. I'm so happy to welcome you back to the show. Great to see you.
Thanks.
I was just sitting here telling you about my trek across the country when I moved here a month ago, and it was a disaster. I really could have used you, Helen. So I'm glad you're here to help our viewers today if they are in the same situation, planning for a move. It doesn't have to be stressful.
It doesn't have, well, you know, it is. I'll be honest. It can be stressful. I'm going to make it less stressful for you.
Exactly.
So have a plan in mind. And what's really cool online, you can get all these different moving checklists that are free and printable.
Love that.
I highly recommend them. I'll put one on my blog so that you can have a link to one. But this gives you a timeline. So depending on if it's an urgent or quick move, but hopefully if you have some time, you can jump into these timelines and have a plan.
Love that.
So, and that can reduce a lot of stress. Plus, we're going to keep your clipboard here with your list. And, you know, you still get paper. We're not paperless yet. Have a plastic, and this is not an accordion file. It has a few little tabs in it. But this will hold anything that you get that's related to your move, so it's all in one place. You don't lose it. So this is your plan and your way to keep yourself organized.
Checklist. Check.
Next up, also if you have the time, maybe a couple months in advance, start sorting through room by room and get rid of stuff you're not going to use.
Okay.
And if it's stuff that shouldn't belong in that space and is going in storage because you're going to keep it, go ahead and start converting into a clear plastic tote that's going to go into storage. You can see through it and label it clearly as to what's in it.
Love that.
And also, so you don't overwhelm yourself, use a timer by room. Instead of saying I'm going to organize a room, set a timer for maybe 45 minutes or so and stop at 45 minutes instead of trying to make yourself work for hours.
Nice. Yeah, then you just get overwhelmed.
Yep. Next, have a moving caddy of some sort. This is all your moving supplies. This is a cuddlery, picnic thing that I just converted. Has your tape, all that stuff in it. So keep all that in one box together as you're packing and then going into the next place.
Because do you know how many times I lost the tape as I was packing
I use my box cutters a lot too. You set them down so you have one spot for it. So
especially
your moving
when you have everything everywhere, so it just gets lost in the shuffle.
And really fast because it's chaotic.
Yeah,
moving's very chaotic. Then your first day box. So collect things about a week prior. You think, oh yeah, I do use paper towels. I need toilet paper, hand soap, cleaner, those little things you take for granted. Even paper and a pen can make a huge difference. So this prepares you to go, to the house for that first day so that you're not scrambling and having to go to Target when you don't want to.
Wow.
Now, the last thing is when you are moving or packing all this up, you label, take your boxes and over-label it. So mark heavily.
I failed.
Yeah, you were mentioning that earlier. Be overly specific. Where it's ridiculous. I mean, you can even put a color on here as to red books. I don't care. Overdo it because you're going to forget and it's stressful when you can't find something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plus, there are color duct tape now where you can then by person or room, and our eyes recognize color quicker than we do language. So start using some of these really fun duct tape to mark some of these so they go into the right spaces faster, and
just
it'll make
your eye to it, and you're not digging through that as well if you don't have it in a clear tote like you said.
And lastly, hire us to unpack you if that's going to be helpful.
This is my favorite part.
People don't know about is that as a professional organizer, we can come in and get you organized from the start. You have new habits, and so new habit loops. It's the perfect time to have us come in and make your house organized from the very beginning.
Yeah, I feel like that's the important part of the move because things always get a little messy, like I was saying in the beginning. By the end of my move, I was just throwing things into the truck. But then it makes you unorganized as you're going into your new place. And if you're moving across the country or starting a new job, you don't need that. So to have somebody like you, an expert to help us come put everything where it needs to be, because you're going to end up unpacking and redoing everything later.
Exactly. And so game changer, life changer from the start.
Absolutely. If someone wants to learn more about you, Helen, where do they find you?
OrganizedByHelen.com.
Perfect. Be sure to check her out. Organized by Helen will also have a link on our website at kclive.tv later on today. Always great to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.